the tour of irrigation schemes by the Ghana Irrigation Development Authority, GIDA, the Acting Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Richard Opomboateng, together with some officials, visited the Mankessim Irrigation Scheme at Baifikurom to inspect the reservoir. During the visit, they spoke with the farmers on the Mankessim Irrigation Scheme in Baifikurom, who expressed their concerns with water management, explaining that some individuals cultivate along the banks of the reservoir, clogging it with their farming activities and decreasing its depth in the process.
People have a habit of farming along the banks of the reservoir. Sand ends up falling into the water, polluting it, and also blocks the water passages. The scheme manager has complained bitterly to the authorities, but all to no avail. As we speak, the water level is high, but not deep, because the reservoir is filled with sand at the bottom. I have decided to ask GIDA to help us expand the reservoir, so that during the dry season, the community members can also benefit from it.
In addition, they also mentioned that the Ghana Water Company in the area draws water from their reservoir amid seasons, which leaves them little to no water for their produce during the dry season. On the other hand, pest infestation and soil infertility are the persistent issues in the area, as farmers complain bitterly about its effect on their crop yield and productivity. According to one farmer, the regional scheme manager, Mr. Ebenezer Kwame, has brought in several experts to take soil samples from farms, but are yet to provide solutions to the problem.
I would like to thank the regional scheme manager for his consistent efforts and impact he has made here. A lot of people come here to take samples of the soil to conduct research due to its infertility rate, but there has been no solution yet. So we ask NGOs to come to our aid and help us with some fertilizers to help us grow our crops.
Therefore, the farmers are pleading with the authority to come to their aid and to also help them acquire fertilizers at subsidized prices to improve productivity. In response to these challenges, the Acting Chief Executive Officer of GIDA, Engineer Richard Opomboateng, had this to say.
This one should not be responsibility of the government. So I've told them to contact officially to input dealers, distributors, so they can come in terms with them about the terms of payment. It should be in the form of an agreement with them. For example, they can supply the inputs to them, then at the end of the cropping season, they take the money from them. It will not going to be an outright purchase of the inputs, but in the form of collaboration and agreement with the distributors. I'm sure they can help them. Yeah, it's all about the water management issue, which I think we can sit down with them and discuss. Now, depending on when they want to take water from the Mankessim reservoir, if you work out and everything goes well, you have to give them a schedule where they can take water to supply to homes. But you know, the main purpose of the dam was for irrigation. So for now, I think working with them is okay, but you have to sit down with them and regularize how they extract water from the reservoir. But so far, so good. We still have to discuss the issues with them. We have a board member who is coming from Soil Research Institute. I think when I receive their request letter, I'll forward it to him for them to come and do some data collection and some analysis. Once we are able to get the data selection and analysis done and we know how we can remedy the situation, they'll give recommendation, and when we have financial support, we'll be able to rectify the soil problem. It's under the Scheme Oversight Department. We have a lab at Ashaman where they take soil samples and analyze. But when it comes to laboratory analysis, we don't have that capacity. So we fall on Soil Research Institute for them to do analysis for us. But data collection can be done by Scheme Oversight of GIDA. So we were told by the farmers that they have a vast valley here, about 200 hectares, which we can put into rice cultivation. So I would say for now, we are doing our studies, and it's likely by the end of the year, we'll come out with the plan to implement the project. It's a private entity who is going to the project, just one group of companies, with a government support in terms of technical assistance. GIDA will be doing much of the technical assistance with the just one group of companies. So hopefully by the end of the year, when we are done with the baseline studies, I'm sure by the beginning of next year, 2024, the project will kickstart.